Sometimes life throws bold moments at you, like finding the perfect vacation or finding the ideal location. At BOS, we're there to help you meet those moments with bold confidence. So whether it's managing money for future plans or getting what you need to start planning your dream, we're here to bring you a better banking experience. Make the bold move and switch to BOS today.
Hi, this is Business Spotlight brought to you by the Bank of Springfield. I'm Ron Kinscherf with Muddy River News. We have a nice married couple with us, Adreinne and Tai Taeoalii.
Yes.
Got it. And they run the Old Blue Gallery, relatively new business over in Hannibal, Missouri, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
So how long has it been on operation?
Since 22.
So it's been there 3 years?
Yep.
Okay, but it took a while to get this going because you bought a very old house, 1845, right?
The house was built in 1851.
1851?
As far as we know, it's the oldest wooden structure in Hannibal.
Okay.
Missouri.
All right, outside of the raft that Tom Sawyer,
Yes.
Bucky, and
Yeah.
okay, those guys use. So why in the world, I mean, I've seen pictures of this place, and it was not in the best shape. So why in the world did you choose this spot and choose this piece of property?
A little bit of necessity. When the pandemic hit, we needed a brick and mortar because of the work that we do. We travel all across the country,
Okay.
and we do festivals and
Right.
stuff. So all the festivals closed down. We needed a place.
Okay. And the work that you do, Ty, you're a professional artist,
Yes,
and
sir.
you travel around, sell your work, and Adreinne is the key financial advisor behind everything that you guys do.
She's the key everything.
Key everything. Yeah, very well said. So you decided to build this brick and mortar place, and the Old Blue Gallery is a art museum.
Yes, it was falling apart. We've got a really good deal on it, a really good deal, and I also needed, the way she tells is, I was cutting wood inside of our house for the frames that I was building, our actual house, because we had bought a house in Hannibal that we were living in. Hannibal's a nice place to travel for artists. It's
No garage, no driveway, nothing like that. One of those old buildings.
So yeah, we found this place. A friend of ours owned it and sold it to us for the amount of money that is embarrassing to say.
Yeah, and so you got a really good deal,
Yeah.
and it's located in downtown, right?
Yes, sir.
Downtown area, 515 Church, I think?
513 Church
513 Church, okay, and you've converted this. It took quite a while
Yeah.
to
Yes.
get this going, and it is a gallery for art, not only your art, but other people's art.
Yes, yeah, we're bringing artists from all over the world. We have connections through the art world since we travel everywhere. So we've brought big names to the gallery. We also put on I don't know if we mentioned it, but little concert series, like a Tiny Desk concert.
It's a private event that we host a little concert series and post it or show it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. Do you do that within the gallery then?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So do you carry any of the local? I know there's an art scene in Hannibal too. Are you
Yes.
showcasing any of those people too?
Yep, we usually put on one group show per year, and that one's the one that includes as many of the artists that we know.
Okay, so you're not local. You're not from Hannibal. So how did you guys end up in Hannibal?
Again, necessity, because we traveled so much. We're originally from Salt Lake City, but most of my collectors are in the Midwest, Michigan, Missouri, and down south. So we'd have to travel long distances from Utah. Another artist friend of ours told us about this place, Hannibal, Missouri, and we came and saw a house about 10 years ago. I saw the house and I fell in love with it, and I bought it that day.
So now you're Midwesterners and
Yeah.
really enjoy the scene then, right?
Yeah,
We
and I wholeheartly believe in Midwest is best.
Okay, Ty, what type of, we have work out here on display, and some of this is yours, right?
Yes.
The ones on the wings,
Yes.
I guess. So what type of work, do you have a specific genre that you work in?
Yeah, it's kind of like pop surrealism, or as many adults would say to children if they saw children drawing it, it's crazy art and you need to see a therapist sort of stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of out there, Salvador Dali style stuff, all done with a ballpoint pen.
So everything you do is ballpoint. You don't do charcoal, no painting,
I
sculpting,
do
and
some
all that type of
paintings and stuff, but I'm collected for my work, so the focus is mostly the pen
Okay.
work.
And the sizes, are they generally, this is what you're going to see, or do you
These-
have larger
These
things
are the
also?
affordable things. They're the print stuff, but I do very large pieces for the people who have deeper pockets.
Okay, and are those commissioned?
I don't do much commission work because I'm constantly doing my own work. So, and it also affects the kind of work that I come out with. So someone else's idea doesn't work for me.
So where's the inspiration come for unique style that you have?
My nostalgic I have nostalgic for my teenage years,
Okay.
the turbulent teenage years, as
Okay,
I say.
all right.
I still am connected to that angst somehow for some reason.
Okay. So is it something that you see that you convert into something, or is it just something that pops in your brain out of the blue?
Yeah, no, it's nothing that I see. It's all, I work subconscious based, so everything that comes out onto paper is, I'm not thinking at all. I prefer to be watching television or listening to music, and it just comes out.
All right, Adreinne, does that drive you crazy though?
No.
Because you might be in a conversation, you goes, oh my God, I got to write this down, that type of thing?
No, and in fact, if he was drawing and I was talking to him, we'd be better off.
Oh, you would be better off.
I just can't focus without that going on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if we're sitting at a dinner table, and I know this is off topic, but I can't
If we're
pay
at
attention.
a restaurant,
Yes.
he's paying attention to everything around him. He's like, that server is mad over there. And I'm like, wait, but I was just telling you a thing.
Yeah.
Like, just focus on what's in front of you, please.
My brain's all over.
So, Adreinne, is your background art then too? Is that how you met?
No, we actually met when I was in high school.
Okay, okay.
I worked at the local skateboard shop, and he came in a lot and harassed
Okay.
me.
He came in a lot. Okay, cool. So then you've been together quite a while. Then.
We've been together for a long time.
Okay,
Married
so-
22 years.
And you have something going on Thursday nights, right?
Oh yeah, our son Soul does a DJ mix in the gallery, and we just offer complimentary pour-over coffee, and tea, a nice way to unwind and let him do his music thing that he loves, and
A Nintendo NES.
and you can just cruise around through the gallery, enjoy the art, listen to the music.
Okay, and it's open to anybody who wants to show up on a
Anybody,
Thursday,
yeah.
right? And then outside, what time is it on Thursdays?
It's 6 to 9,
6
but
to 9.
we are open from 2 to 9 on Thursdays.
Okay, do you have regular hours then?
Yeah, really, they're kind of sporadic. Right now, they're Thursday 2 to 9, Friday and Saturday noon to 6.
Okay.
So they're just those ones are for sure we're open, but the other days if he's in the studio, we're open and he'll put out the sign.
Okay, and it's the old blue gallery, but there is a guest house upstairs.
That's right.
So if there's folks that are having family come into town or anything like that to Hannibal, it's an Airbnb type situation,
Yep,
right?
you can get it off of Airbnb. Yes.
Okay, and what's it like?
It's a nice little small studio loft. It's compact, but it has basically everything that you need. It has a vaulted ceiling that runs pretty low, so that's like a major thing that I say on the listing to, you're going to want to watch your head, and if you can't, so then you might want to choose somewhere else. But
Oh yeah, and also being that's what we do for a living is we travel. We stay in every version of a B&B, so we know what's needed, and that's how we built the place.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And for information on that, they can just go to Airbnb, right?
Right, or our website.
Or your website, okay. But so you mentioned that you started this gallery out of necessity during COVID, so you couldn't travel around. So you hadn't thought about your own gallery until that point.
It wasn't financially available. Really.
Well, we had bought the building years prior and did a little bit of work. The city wanted us to tear it down, and so we did a little work here and there when we could, but when the pandemic hit, we had all of this time, and we, like he said, we needed a brick and mortar, so we just put that energy into the structure.
A good 2 year, just every day, all day, 2 years working on the building.
Okay, and did your art sales slow down then during the
Yeah,
pandemic?
yeah, significantly.
Okay,
Yeah.
because you couldn't travel and go to shows.
Yeah.
We used to do drink and draws on Zoom.
Yeah.
And
So tell me about that.
So we, it was the way to still connect with my collectors. So we'd invite people on a Zoom call, and I would give instruction on how I draw, and everyone drew along, and we'd have drinks,
Yeah.
and we'd just get drunk, and then and we'd draw pieces. But it was a lot of fun, and it was a good way to stay connected to people.
Now, have you thought about offering classes maybe to kids at the gallery?
It was
simple sketching or something
kind
like
of something that we have talked about. We're open to pretty much trying a lot of things. I'm not a great teacher.
Okay,
but you did learn a lot on that.
That's true. I learned how to.
But are you open to birthday parties and stuff like that, or people want to come in and do, I don't know, something along those lines?
Yeah, we are, and I think one of the things that's
Adreinne may not be.
I was just going to say, I think in the
You just see your face.
in the future when we settle
where I
a
was
bit
heading.
more,
Yeah.
that's something that will be definitely
Okay.
an option.
because we're on the road so often,
Right.
it's hard to.
Okay, but for any of that type of information, you'd take the phone call, and the worst thing that happens is you may say no, that might not work.
No,
So,
no biggie.
Old Blue Gallery downtown. And again, the hours are flexible
Yeah.
but if people want to come in by appointment, that's definitely, and if there's an artist listening or watching this, Is it okay for them to reach out to you and say, hey, I might have some
Absolutely.
stuff
We have
to show?
a submission form for artists on the website.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
Thanks you
thank
for
you.
having
All
us.
right. This has been the Business Spotlight. I'm Ron Kinscherf, and this is Muddy River News, and this has been brought to you by the Bank of Springfield.
Sometimes life throws bold moments at you, like finding the perfect vacation or finding the ideal location. At BOS, we're there to help you meet those moments with bold confidence. So whether it's managing money for future plans or getting what you need to start planning your dream, we're here to bring you a better banking experience. Make the bold move and switch to BOS today.